Then Carol, Cody is going to be talking about the application for volunteers in the office. Carol?
Yes, thank you, Labeth and Lois. There is an application that we can fill out for people who want to volunteer, because some people do not like to make phone calls. Some people like to make phone calls. Some people like to do computer work. Some people might want to just serve on a committee, which is great. And so we try to find out what they like to do, and we get to know them, and that's very important. Also, we keep in the office, we try to facilitate the needs of the different committees. For example, we have a list of headquarters resources for candidates. So we inform the Candidate Search and Support Committee about that, and therefore the candidates will know about it also. Then right now we're in the process of calling we have about 300 people, a little more than 300 people who worked, Democrats who worked in the polls last year. So I was able to get those names from the county and and we've looked up their phone numbers on Van, and we'll be phoning them and forming a committee of about 20 people. We only have a few on the committee right now, and have everything ready, because that was one thing that we wanted to really be prepared for next year. And other than that, we do have other registration forms for the registration committee, and a lot of that in the political action group. We'll talk about precinct leadership later.
Okay.
That's about it.
And then Labeth, you had mentioned about the office.
I think it's an important thing here in the community. People come by, and a lot of times they come by and they just want to blow off some steam, because it seems like we're surrounded by Republicans, and this is a place where they can come and talk to people who share their views. They like to come in to visit, and while they're here, we try to convince them to sign up to be volunteers. We've from time to time had a lot of people drop in just to find out how to register to vote. They've moved from someplace else and they want to know, but they didn't want to go to anybody but a Democrat to sign up. So we're always pleased to have that. And we want them to think of it as kind of another home for them. I know that's the way I got started. When I first thought about moving here, a friend brought me and introduced me to Carol. So that when I moved here, Carol grabbed me to be a volunteer.
Oh, yes.
And we feel like people need this space so that they can express their views, and they also end up being part of our family and volunteering. During the 2008 election, we had over 200 people who came in to volunteer, and we have since then signed a lot of them up to be permanent volunteers for us. So it's a great gathering place.
Well, thank you.